The flooding started in the north, as we all know, which we can say is natural, whatever reason the flooding is. We all know how Nigeria is. So the moment there was flooding in Borno, we knew it's only a matter of time before we have it in Lokoja and other places. But even before the flooding, talking specifically about Southwest, the wet season in Southwest starts in March, you know, and then we have the peak within May, June, July. But this year we had, in Ekiti State, for example, we had 62 days between June and July when our corn is supposed to be, you know, of no rain. And in Oyo State, in the Okeogun area in Oyo State, we had over 37 days of no rain. I know firsthand because these are locations where I have my personal farms, and of course my farmers are there as well. And we had so many farmers from the Southwest today that are in debts and in a lot of losses. And again, it brings me back to, you know, because I mean, I don't want to talk about what government is doing or not doing. That's its excellency is already doing that.
Are they not aware of dry season farming approach, method?
No, this is rainy season farming I'm talking about now.
Okay.
Right? So we are, just like you said, climate change. We know these are the period where rain is heavy in Southwest. But for the first time in a very long time, we had from June up until beginning of August before we had a single rain in Southwest, where farmers are done maize everywhere. And of course, what that resulted to is massive loss. Now, bring it back to what I said earlier about we just not focusing on give inputs to farmers, give input to farmers. I have been preaching for as long as I can remember the importance of you insuring your farms to the farmers. They will tell you, no, there is God. I'm praying. I do night vigil. I go to mosque. You know, meanwhile, a handful of them that I call the semi-elite farmers, right, that insured their farms can still, with or without the help of anyone, government or association, still say, okay, if I have a borehole, I have my own semi-irrigation method, I harvested well, maybe not as well as they would have if they, you know, sorry, I got support from my insurance because my farm is insurance. We have NAIC, we have a lot of other private companies that I can't mention here that actually do pay when you insure your farm. So now, because our farmers do not have the right orientation to protecting themselves, because in Southwest this year, we actually farmed well. We farmed enough of crops, staple crops, for wet season.
But isn't that what
your association is supposed to do?
No,
to enlighten the people.
Yes, we are enlightening the people. That we are just an association. Bulk of this work, if I come out and say something here, it is an association that is coming out to talk. If the Ministry of Agric, in collaboration with NOA, decides to do sensitization, they have the manpower, they have the support of the government, they have the structure, they have the resources. So what we do, I said we have been trying to sensitize our people, but there is only a little to what you can do as an association. But the ministry
has also extended, you know, hands of collaboration.
Yes.
The ministry is always saying, look, we are open for collaborations. Did you attempt to either approach the ministry?
No, you're not getting this right. I'm not saying the ministry is not working. I'm saying there is a whole lot of attention that needs to be put. The way the ministry is intentional about everything that his honorable minister has said, they're bringing in mechanized equipment, they're giving our farmers.
Yeah,
yes, I need to see, or we need to see, the farmers like myself, the women that are, you know, semi-elite farmers. We need the government to pay more attention into our farmers' orientation, because otherwise all of the efforts that the government is putting into providing farm inputs and make support to the farmers will always end up in a shortfall.
But why don't you, you know, seek collaboration with government to ensure that you can do it at the level that you are looking for?
Well, we have reached out to the government, and I think this is NTA. This is a platform to still bring it out to say, look, fine, the government, you're doing well in this aspect, but you need to pay more attention to this.
Absolutely.
I was actually looking forward to meeting his honorable minister here today, so I could. He knows me. We know each other, so I could drag him again and say,
he can hear
look, yeah,
Amalara, he can hear you. We have